Today, we're back with another episode of our moving series, where our family traded our Upper West Side apartment for a new adventure on the Upper East Side. Bit by bit, we've been turning this space into our home, and today's project might just be our favorite yet. We've teamed up with Ballard Designs, the beloved home brand known for timeless furniture, classic patterns, and beautifully curated spaces that mix elegance and comfort. Elyse Neill, a design consultant and designer from Ballard's Manhasset store, helped us to reimagine our greenhouse, turning it into a space that's both stylish and functional. Ballard Designs is giving this little glass greenhouse a full top-to-bottom makeover. You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. I'm Allison Kenworthy, the founder of Homeworthy, and we take you inside the world's most beautifully decorated homes and introduce you to the brilliant people who live there.
Hi Homeworthy, I'm Liz Lang. Welcome to Grey Gardens.
Click the join button below to access all of our latest episodes ad-free and watch extended cuts of this and other homes, opening the doors to new rooms and exclusive content featuring our beloved hosts.
I can't wait to see, I'm so excited.
And if you're looking to shop items inspired by this and other Homeworthy tastemakers, be sure to use the product links below or scan the QR code on screen. To find fabulous furniture, coffee table books, and accessories that can transform your house into a home.
All right, Elyse, hold on tight. Here we are.
Wow.
Welcome to our New York City greenhouse.
What an awesome space this is. Amazing up here.
We're ready for your magic.
Yeah. So very excited to get started working on this space and get it to be operational for you, exactly what you're looking to get done in this room. And I understand you want this to be a family sitting room and also maybe as a place to have business meetings.
Yeah, I think multi-purpose, right?
Yeah, place to have some fun and get some work.
Yes, a few drinks perhaps. So amazing that you have these views every which way you look. It almost feels like Europe up here, honestly.
Ooh, I like that comparison.
Yeah, it's very similar to that.
Elyse, I have just like a few ideas for the space, but then defer to you as the expert on how to really mold this place into something beautiful. You're the expert here. We're just here to listen to you.
So what we want to do is get the design solutions solved, but also make this a space that you actually want to live in and be in every single day of the week, no matter what's going on.
So maybe the first thing to tackle is the heat up here, because it's a little toasty.
So as much as you have all this natural light all day long, once the evening comes, it's going to be dark up here.
Right.
And I think you totally can think about what kind of lighting will you have in a greenhouse setting in the evening.
Right.
Which is unusual, and not too many people have to deal with that as a design problem, but
I think you're right, and I think that will warm it up. And the other thing I think will warm it up is a rug.
yes, absolutely rugs, and not only do they warm up the space, but they define the space, and they give each area specific meaning. So yeah, we have to pay attention to that for sure.
So should we start looking through some of the samples that you brought?
Yeah, let's take a look. We're going to start, we need to address your seating, and obviously I think a sofa first and foremost, maybe a couple of nice big comfy armchairs, and a coffee table, and then we'll go from there. We have to talk about a table for this room where you might hold your meetings, but also could have a beautiful dinner party if you would like.
Right.
So here's some fabrics, and I'll show you.
Oh, I love that.
This is a beautiful, beautiful blue. These are performance fabrics, which means they're anti-stain, anti-dirt, fade resistant, which is very important in this space.
You know what? I love the idea up here of it being kind of a clean, fresh palette, kind of almost English countryside, sort of whites and sisals or seagrasses, or really a muted palette, because downstairs, well, I want the two to have a conversation with each other.
Absolutely.
Downstairs has a lot of color and pattern, so the idea of having lots of whites and creams as the base, with pops of color is sort of how I envision it. And I think that these are both really two great starters.
Yeah, and then of course we can get into those beautiful stripes and textured pattern pieces as well. Thinking about another way to be solving some of the heat that you might feel up here or privacy in the evening would be to run draperies around the room wherever we can, and to create that really unbelievably lush, luxurious space with the fabric.
It's a beautiful idea. We should let people know that all of this furniture in here is going to be going. This is just like makeshift space holder furniture. But I do like the idea of, a place to sit and have a casual dinner.
Absolutely. And so we have to address the type of table, the message you're sending. If it has to be both for business meetings, work, and dinner, we have to make sure we're choosing the right design.
Yeah, we're asking for a lot, I'm realizing.
It's possible. It's doable.
It's a multifunctional room.
We can figure that table out, I think.
Great.
I would also talk about a bar setup in here.
I love that.
Whether that's a moving bar cart of sorts or a standing cabinet type bar unit.
Well, because I think that's smart, because right now we have a bar downstairs, but because of the spiral staircase, you don't want to be coming up and down and up and down with your drinks.
Yeah, so I think that would be phenomenal up here. And then also that's a message that this space is for socializing and business and relaxing.
I see.
All three of those, you're hitting all those categories of design. So Michael, can you hand me that stripe awning fabric?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So here is a wonderful example of a performance fabric built to take a beating, built for sun and
great.
It's almost Homeworthy green.
I know. I like this a lot. So what would you do this all over the greenhouse?
I would run this all over the greenhouse, and I would definitely have the wall where you don't want exposure, keep it closed across there, almost like a fabric wall. And it'll soften your space. And then where you don't, when you want it open or shut, you just swoosh them to the side, and you have them as beautiful fabric all around the room all the time.
It's a great idea, because this electrical paneling is kind of an eyesore, and it's just a creative way to block it.
But also a wonderful element in the room. Even if you weren't blocking things off, it's a wonderful way to soften a space and to dress it up.
Because this is, I don't know what the material is, steel or metal of some kind, but it is industrial. So this gives it a warm component.
So this is a New York industrial type of building that we're sitting in, this room, and what we want to do is keep that element while adding in newer elements to soften as well.
Yep, I love green.
Yeah, and the green's fantastic.
Yeah, I love that. And performance.
And performance, and gorgeous with natural tones, black and white. You can bring any other color into this if you like, or just keep it all neutral whites. Very crisp and clean and airy effect to the room.
What are we thinking for rug?
Here's a wonderful piece from Ballard.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Very natural.
Pretty.
Very light in color. A lot of these natural sisal type of rugs tend to be deeper toned. This one's really bright and light and has a gorgeous pattern.
Yeah, I like it.
Also elevating the space again with another layer of design. For me, I'm thinking it would be really nice to sort of have this as these pieces around the structure of the room and keeping it as open as possible for this crosswalk effect that you have with the two matching sliding doors. And for that reason, I would say we're going to do seating, sofa, chair, coffee table, and then into a round table.
Oh, interesting.
So that you're not running around these edges of a rectangular table that's taking up space and not giving you anything in return. So a round table for sure. It'll look really beautiful in here. And because you have all these straight lines and all this architecture up here that we're seeing, it's nice to bring in a softer edged round piece.
If we do the couch here, do you think that the chairs go this way, or do you think they go this.
So
No, probably not this way because you don't really want to look.
yeah, I
that
think
way.
they sit in here, you know, and now you've drawn your line of your space at this end of the room, you know, and people know where to walk and what's going on.
Great.
As opposed to, oh, you know, this is here, that's there, and nobody really knows what's going on in the room.
Yep.
So, yes, sofa, coffee table, side tables, lamps, rug,
Pretty.
armchairs.
Pretty.
So let's now move to the other side of the room and talk about what we're trying to achieve with this area.
This table, though, I have to say, has come with me since I moved to New York over 10 years ago. I have schlepped this thing everywhere, so I'll find another spot for it. But I don't know, this is kind of a nice nook.
Right, so we talked about the bar as an actual piece of furniture. So it will need a space to sit into,
Yep.
as well as if the doors were open, which is very cool to leave the doors open. You can have all your glasses hanging there, gorgeous bottles and all that. Very much part of design in an interior space. And I'm thinking maybe this area is where we address the bar.
Great. Yeah, the bar here, and then you could almost have extra little chairs.
You could have another chair here
placed
for sure.
somewhere you could stack coffee table books on it decoratively,
Yeah.
but then when you need
Yeah,
it
yeah.
for a dinner,
Yeah.
we could move it over to the table.
want the people as they walk up to the party
To see it.
Yeah.
To see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, everyone loves staring at a bar. You know?
And maybe
It's mesmerizing.
low enough so that it doesn't obstruct the
Right.
view of the water
Yeah.
and the park.
Right, and some of the pieces are going to come up to you know, they might come up this high anyway, so you're kind of set
Yeah,
for your window,
Yeah.
you know?
right. That's a nice idea.
Yeah. Allison knows a lot of what she does want, what she doesn't want. It makes the process that much easier.
But it makes it so much easier to have your perspective because now we can sort of like do some homework now and some research,
yeah.
and then you'll be
But it's like drill down till we get to the absolute pieces that we're going to go with.
yeah, you're like the fairy godmother of decorating, and then you just sort of whip it into shape,
Yeah.
and then we come back and we see it and we show you the big reveals soon. But in the meantime, we've got some work to do.
We do. So let's get started.
All right, we can't show you everything, so you've got to come back later, guys. Thank you so much, Elyse. I'm
Thank
so
you, guys.
excited for all of these possibilities.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.